Let's see, we've got one person here. So I'm testing this float on this tank. I want to see if my extra string up there, the excess, is going to work the way I want it to. How's it going, cuz? So I don't know how well the Wi-Fi is. I put a new router out in the barn and it actually reaches the shop. It says I only have 2 bars of service in here, but we're going to see how well live stream will do from the shop. If anybody can give me any feedback on how well it's coming through. Oh, the float is floating. That's a good thing. Seems pretty smooth. Perfect. Loud and clear. Awesome. I wasn't for sure if the Wi-Fi was going to work out in the shop well enough to do a live stream. How's it going, Shane? So what I'm doing, I scrubbed this tank out to try and get the vitamin B out of it, and it's just stickier than sticky. So I decided to set my float up. And then I had to think, I'm all worried about this float staying underneath there and the calves messing with it. So I decided to drill a hole about 3 inches above what the height of this is and tie the excess string up there so it kind of holds it underneath that protector when I put the cover back. So I'm just filling this tank. I'm gonna let it soak overnight and I'll drain it in the morning. But I really want to see, just to make sure that that float's not going to get tangled up in that excess string somehow. Got Brian, Shane, Michigan Farming, Ike. So yeah, I gonna fill this up, and then when I'm done, I'll put my cover back where it belongs. I can't turn the camera now that it's recording, Mitch. When I tried to start the live stream, it told me to turn the camera. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to go the other way. So I said, piss on, I'm just gonna do a quick live stream while this is filling, and then go from there. But it is full flow. I mean, as fast as that hose for a washing machine will allow water to run through it, it flows out that valve. So I would sure think it will keep up with cows drinking from it. No, Brian, I'm not asking for this rain. I'm so sick of this rain, wind. The mud was just starting to dry up enough a guy could go out and do something in the field, and now this happens. Yay. You'll accept that? Yeah, Shane, this weather sucks. Of course I was playing with my hose all day, Jordan. Being the skidster parts never came in the mail, figured I might as well work on this. Hopefully the parts come on Monday so we can change that injector and then swap tires. But it's flowing pretty good because it seems like it's right on track with how long it takes me to fill the sprayer tank. The idea for the original plan for this tank was not to use this to build a stock tank. This was going to get mounted up on legs and put a regular float in here so I could have this tank full of water to fill the sprayer, so I didn't have to sit and wait an hour to get 300 gallons in the sprayer. But I can get more of these tanks, and the ones that have Roundup in them, I can get those tanks for free. So it's these ones that had food in them, vitamin B, or it's some vitamin. These tanks the guys got to pay for because they're food grade. But so it's running pretty quick. The float's floating. I just want to make sure that it's not going to get twisted up in that tail. But I'm not even going to touch that damn thing until I put nitrile gloves back on, because it is some snotty, sticky crap. I even put hot water in here, and then I put 2 cups of like Dawn dish soap and scrubbed with a scrub brush. And it's still sticky. So fish sucks to clean out of those tanks. If you need a couple of these totes, Shane, if you want food grade, I can get you food grade. Like I say, I think he's charging $60 a piece. If you just want the inserts and not the cage, I can get those for free. And if you don't care if they're food grade, I can get ones that had Roundup in them for free from another neighbor. So, yeah, Brian, they're all over on Marketplace. How's it going, Crystal? So, this guy lives just north of me a little ways. And he's got barrels and totes and steel barrels, all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. I'm so sick of buying them 300-gallon stock tanks from Fleet Farm. And Fleet Farm only has those molded, I don't know. It says they're some type of foam, but they're junk. I see Farm and Fleet has solid plastic ones. I don't know if them would be any better, but I'm not spending $260 on another one. Not when I can get these for free. So what's everybody up to on this miserable Saturday night? Rainy. Yeah, Jordan, I think that's what it is, polyurethane. It's poly something, and then in the description it says like foam. I don't know. Yeah, there are a lot of characters north of me. Like one for antifreeze. Yeah, I'll get you one. I'll just get you one from the neighbor that had Roundup in it. You take and rinse the tank out, you can probably get a couple gallons of Roundup out of them yet. Old fuel tanks cut in half, sunk the ground. Yeah, that would work too. I was gonna try and find an old tank years ago, but and I don't know why this new phone doesn't like to focus. It comes and goes. It's such a piece of junk. It'll zoom. It'll zoom out. It'll zoom back in. But it doesn't want to focus. At least you're not looking sideways. No, but the screen's probably really narrow. When I was starting to live, it said to smile for the camera for the thumbnail. And then I clicked next, and then it said to turn the camera sideways, and I kept trying, it wouldn't do nothing. So it's a piss on, I'm just going to start it. So, yeah, Shane, when you come up for the beef, I'll try to have one of them tanks so you can make it, you can get the beef in that tank at the same time or whatever. Dry enough to spread a little bit of lime. I was actually spreading manure yesterday because I knew the rain was coming. I got the old silage pile, the cruster on the outside. I got that all cleaned up and hauled out. And then now it's been raining pretty much. I think it stopped for like 2 hours this afternoon. Long enough to go feed the cows. The guy didn't get soaking wet feeding cows, and it started raining again. And it's so freaking ungodly windy. I mean, the roof, the tin on the roof is just rattling like crazy. Jordan's laughing, Shane, but you know what? He's got to make sure that he's at the meat plant the day that we process your steer, because if you notice what I put on the tag, BSOB, he was a big son of a bitch. Jesus. Nothing like watching water fill in the tank, huh? But it looks to me like it's going to work. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled up. It shouldn't. I'm trying to hold my phone so I don't drop it in the water. My wife would shoot me if I need another phone already. Fixing on a spreader today. What a shitty job. I don't think it's going to change, Jordan. Rotate device. Did it change? See, it says rotate device, and then it says locked. Nope. All right. I don't know what the heck it is. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. The last time I saw a milk tank It was a couple dollars per gallon. So I don't know what they're getting right now. And I'm sure with scrap prices being higher, stainless is probably really expensive. I was wondering what BSOB was. Got all my manure out. Glad yeah. I have a lot of manure yet to haul. But I can't really haul it out until I get the rye off. So it's in that funky stage right now where the rye is growing, but it's growing slow. So you don't want to put manure on it until you get it harvested. You know, I'm going to get that cut off for baleage. One field I'm going to graze. The other field I'm going to cut for baleage. So I don't really want to haul manure on those until I get that rye off. So it's going to be get the rye off, hurry up and haul shit, and then get corn planted in a hurry. Start at $1,000 and up around here. I figured a couple dollars a gallon. Even them 400-gallon, like those old Sunset tanks, are over $1,000. Clean winter feedlot today. It's nice when a guy can get some cleaning done. You're sideways again. Shit, you gonna pay for the next chiropractor visit? Maybe he'll pay for my next hernia. At least it isn't snowing, just cold rain, right? As far as I can see from the forecast, it doesn't show any more below freezing nights. But I thought that 2 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden it changed, and we got those 2 nights below freezing again. How's it going, Dustin? Yeah, I got to play with the LS yesterday, Jordan. It's so much better than the skid steer when you're in like those, it's not really a muddy condition, but when you're trying to clean up around a pile on dirt, the skid steer just spins out where that LS just powers right through it. As soon as you get ready to go live, you need to turn the phone sideways for the picture for a thumbnail. Copy that, Grumpy. Bring manure my way. Why don't you just talk to my uncle? Maybe he's got some for you, Mitch. He's a lot closer. How many acres of rye do I have? 25-ish. Someone's got to carry the quarters in. Yeah, it's going to be you and Brian until I'm healed up. Sup, David? Yes, fingers crossed. No Mountain Dew tonight? I don't have a can out here with me. It's sitting in the LS. I have a can in the LS and I have a can in the 6400, but not here in the shop. I knew I forgot something. Does look good with water, doesn't it, Ed? I'm not going to drink it, though. I don't need any vitamin B yet. New Busch Light cans. That the ones that have the John Deere on them? It's getting there. I don't know if it'll keep up with the cows drinking or not, but it should. Ron coated 3 acres the other day. The hills are probably drier than the bottom. I'm starting May 9th, but I can always change it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have Shane's done by the 9th. That won't be hanging for 21 days. But who knows? If Shane doesn't care if it hangs for 21 days, we might do it a little bit early. Chicken. Got a 400-plus pound bear on camera Wednesday night. Wife's all nervous now. Yeah, one of the neighbor ladies went for a walk the other day, and just half-mile down the road, she videoed a black bear on the side road. Didn't see any other ones with it, so who knows if it was like a 2-year-old that got booted out of the den last year, or I don't know. I don't know much about bear. Bad hay crop, planting corn there. Well, I figure everybody's probably going to be planting corn and beans this year, so I'm going to plant a bunch of hay. I'm just going to keep raising steers. I had another guy telling me I should plant beans instead of new seeding, but about the time I plant beans, the price will drop, or I'll have to take the bean money to buy hay back anyway, so I might as well just plant the hay. Behind house. A lot of Ron's is hilly, but he does have some flat spots, I suppose. Kind of hard to eat. Field corn and cows taste better. Yep, you got that right. I have never grown teff. Normally, I plant sorghum Sudan. Last year, I planted sorghum Sudan with soybeans. The cows devoured it. This year, I'm probably going to plant sorghum Sudan with yellow field peas. And before that, I'm going to plant peas and oats. So I'm going to plant peas and oats after the cows are off the field. And then after the peas and oats are baled, I'm going to plant peas with sorghum Sudan. And then the other field is getting seeded down. The only reason I'm not seeding the field in front of my corn silage field is because the cows don't winter on that. And there's no sense investing the money into seeding it down when it's probably going to get destroyed and have to be reseeded again next year. So picked up a bunch more acres of hay grown. Yeah. How's it going, Scotty? Your house. Corn stalk's been leaving fast. Sorghum and beans are great. Cows love them. Yeah. And I planted the beans I had left over in the drill with the sorghum last year. And being I'm not planting any beans this year, I bought 24 bags of yellow field peas instead of 4010s. I bought yellow field peas. So I'm going to mix those with oats I bought from Logan up in, you might know Logan, up north of us. I bought seed oats from him the other day. And then I bought peas from Seeds and Stuff, so I'm going to just mix them myself. There should be enough peas left over that in the fall, I'm going to plant peas with my winter rye that I'm going to save for seed for the following year. I'm going to plant peas in with that because it's going to double as a food plot for deer. So hopefully this year me and Jordan can lure more deer over our way. Planted them for years. Doing pretty good, Scott. Are you talking straight Sudan or sorghum Sudan? I have planted sorghum Sudan to do as a multi-cut. Worked awesome. I tried it behind combining winter rye the first year. It didn't work worth a shit. Found last year that if I spray 2,4-D and Roundup after rye harvest, then plant the sorghum Sudan, it does awesome. Did 11 bales per acre. Planted July 24th roughly, and then I cut it early September and replanted rye, and that's the rye that I'm planning on combining again this year. It looks beautiful. Chop and blow it up. Not round bale it. Grew teff one year, had a foxtail problem in it, but the teff was nice. Yeah, foxtails is just a miserable thing to deal with. I'm healing, Scott. Trying to not overdo it, but I kind of have issues with that. Oh, it's got a few more inches to go. From everything that I could tell, it looks like you set the top of the float even with the top of the tank, and then the water should stop about 2 inches below the top. So we're going to find out, I guess. But I always add extra peas. Well, I'll have extra peas, Brian. I wanted to have enough that I could plant peas and oats on all the fields that need to be seeded down this year, plus the one that I'm just going to do annuals on because the cows are going to outwinter on it. And then I want enough peas left over that I can plant with the sorghum Sudan and that back plot where me and Jordan hunt. Ever plant wheat? I think the prices are going to be great this year. I have never planted wheat, no. Shane's back, so he didn't hear us talking about him. Silo unloader tried to eat the door. Well, Shane, you're either going to have problems with the silo unloader, or if you have bags, you're going to have a problem with deer and coon. You know, hard to shoot the silo loader. Deer, wish I could bring you a trailer full. No, I got plenty of deer. The problem is the week of deer hunting, we don't see them out here, so we can't shoot them. But the day after deer hunting, I've got 60 deer out in the field. Ask Jordan. They're everywhere. So actually, two of my neighbors have permits to shoot as many as they can from the DNR. So we might have to sign up on that program too. There's nights there's 60, 80 deer out here. And what do they say? 3 or 4 deer eat the same as one cow? Well, it's no wonder nothing's growing. How's it going, Old Rivers Farm? I'm trying to keep up with the comments here, but triticale and peas a while back, and it made awesome feed. I've never tried triticale either. Lots of mud, right? Mud sucks. Tons of deer by us on the east side. Yeah, there's all kinds around here too. Done running. I heard it shut off. So it's down about 4 inches. So I really could have made it a little bit longer. Note to self. So tomorrow I'll raise it up a little bit more. Not too shabby, Abby. Get that put back where it belongs after I get that float set. And that's why I didn't close it yet, because I wasn't for sure if I was going to have to adjust that float. That's easy enough to adjust. Deer rifle needs to be sighted in again, right? Soybeans bring the deer. Yes, they do. How make hay grow better without digging it up? I have one field that I'm just going to do annual crops on where the cows are, because if we get a wet fall or a wet spring, then you're not ready for it. The cows tug up the field, and I don't want to have them destroying new seeding. They will destroy a cotton crop. They'll destroy a corn crop and a bean crop as well. Our deer season is 9 days, and it starts the Saturday before and ends the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Only 1 mile from the state park, and a week before hunting, I don't see any deer. 2 weeks after, yep, exactly. Same week as Thanksgiving. Triticale. I'm going to try to broadcast triticale to kill in the corn this summer. I've seen videos, Shane, of guys that are they're planting corn and then they're planting soybeans. And like with your Kemper style header on your chopper, basically what they're doing is they're planting their corn and then they go in between the corn rows, plant soybeans to try and get higher protein levels in their corn. I don't know if it's actually working, because you would think with 30-inch corn rows, it would shade out the soybeans. However, in my sorghum last year that was 6 feet tall, there was soybean plants in there that were planted the same time as the sorghum sedan, and those were damn near waist high. So maybe soybeans would grow. I just don't know if they would, when they flower, if they would pollinate or not. Your laws won't let you hunt on your land. We'll never know. We can hunt small game, but we can't hunt deer, bear, a lot of those things we can't hunt without a license. But the DNR is supposed to be giving out 7,500 tags for our county every year, and the last 3 or 4 years, they haven't hardly given out probably 2/3 of the allotted tags. So I think they're starting to give farmers tags to start reducing the herd a little bit. Soybeans will crawl up the corn. How's it going, CE? Game Ward told them that they Hunt them 12 months out of the year. I'm gonna need a name for that month. Yeah, Brian, I like trying different things too. Soybeans looked really spindly. Yeah, but they were in there and they had good leaves on them. Minnesota used to give varmint permits. Pain to apply. It's kind of like turkeys. Turkey here. What else? Bear here. People do not hunt like they used to. No, and I think CWD has really made people back off on deer hunting as well. Yeah, Jordan, I think that's what they call it here too. I'm not for sure. Got beer and I'm here. Well, welcome to the show, Rick Bork. The water tank's full, and I was only gonna make a video till the stock tank was full here, but I'm gonna get my hands wet here in a minute and adjust that float and filter the rest of the way up so it fills to the top, and this thing's gonna soak overnight because apparently vitamin B is about as sticky as maple syrup. Oh, you should be able to find somebody with bin run beans, I would think. You are allowed to shoot over bait corn. Yeah, we are too, as long as it's standing corn. Can't have a bait pile. Bunch of BS. So I left corn stand last year right in front of Jordan's shack, and no deer came to it the whole time. But I tell you what, 3 days after deer hunting, they came back and they wiped that little plot of corn out. So it's very irritating. Rick, you're a bad influence. Clean my workbench so I can get to my vise. Huh, maybe I should clean mine. Maybe I should recycle my aluminum cans. I could probably afford to buy another float. If not, just get conventional soybeans. They're cheap. Yep. Need to shoot the DNR first. Oh boy. The DNR are trying to give out tags, but there's just people don't want to go hunting anymore apparently. And then the ones that do hunt don't want to shoot a doe. They'll only take bucks, so that's not helping anything. I'm just waiting for the blue tongue disease or whatever it is out in North Dakota to get here. It'll wipe out the whole herd, and then you'll hear these people crying because all the deer died. Well, if you'd have done a better job managing them so they weren't overpopulated, maybe the disease wouldn't have spread and they wouldn't have all died. But got some old bean seed you can have. Yeah, they do, Jordan. Wouldn't believe the stuff I found. I pretty much know where everything is in my mess. It's just it's well hidden from other people. You hear the coon back there in my frickin' my chopper box full of cob corn. I have to set some bait for him too. Have a good one, Shane. I'll get that tank for you, and I'll have it at the plant when you come pick up your meat. Yes, there's a few in my neighbors that do the same thing there, David. They combine and pick corn, and then they sell shelled corn in bags, and they sell cob corn in bags. Big money. Big problem here, guys. Hunt for 6 months, only kill 1 buck. Yep. Might have a couple Budweiser cans to recycle. Just a few, right, Rick? Well, anyways, fellas, I think I'm going to end this because I'm going to have to go swimming in there and adjust that float. And then I'm going to be freaking cold, and I'm going to go in the house and take a shower and probably go to bed. So, big bucks. Yep. So, anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Good to know that I can still live stream. And thanks for the heads up on how to get my screen right when I start the next live stream. Normally I do it at the computer, so it's normally not an issue. But anyways, have a good one, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next video.